What's going on, everybody? Beats by Lonza in the building. Blatantly Blatant Network. I appreciate you shooting the message that the 3.0 was out. I was already ahead of you. But I'm watching it just like y'all watching it. And yeah, I already downloaded it and put it on my X. And yeah, it's fire. So yeah, I am in the midst of trying to download trying to download a video to post to the MPC forums right now. So did you get it and put it on yours? Bruh, I'm overly excited. I didn't think I was gonna be this excited about it, but I love it. I love it already. All right. Yes, it looks really good on the X, bruh. Oh, dang. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Everybody got to be at work while it's out. Yeah. Easy learning curve. It's really to me the only difference about it is that it's visual. It's more visual. They it kind of like changed it a little bit, how it looks, but it's pretty much the same process. Now, what I did find out just now is that it's going to make it's going to make my song making ability really much faster. Like, yeah, flow of making sequences and putting sequences back to back to back has now changed and became much faster and easier for me to put together. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say for instance, let me give you an example. The way I make beats, right? Let's say I make a sequence, and in this sequence it has a drum kit in it, and it has, like, your kick, your claps, your hats, your whatever percussion you got in that kit, right? And it's carrying your song all the way across, right? And let's say we did that for 8 bars. So the easiest way I can tell you to do to that it works so easy is that, let's say you double those 8 bars and you make it 16 bars. So now you got 16 bars already created. Yeah, track mutes is coming. So let's say you got 16 bars, right? And you just got your drum kit. So let's just say, for instance, you go in that 8 bars and you put in on your second track, you put in a plug-in. In your second track, throughout those 16 bars, you play some melodies. You play some melodies in the first 4 bars, you change it up in the next 4 bars, you don't put anything in the next 4 bars, and then you add a little change in the melody in the next 4 bars. That's your 16 bars that you created a difference in your plugin that's in the track already. And then you can come back in the third track, and then you can have, like, let's say in your third track you have another expansion in your third track, and now you can individually put things in place in your third track. And now you built 16 bars already of your song with just adding elements. And now you're done with your first part of your song already. Now let's say, if you're building a song structure, and you have 8 bars for your intro, then you got 16 bars for your verse, and you got 16 bars for your hook. You can now take that same element and then, take things in and out, and now you just built your song: a verse and a hook, verse and a hook, verse and a hook. Now you built the whole complete song just like that, and you're able to touch it on the screen. You're able to delete. Oh, bro, it's so dope. I wasn't thinking in my brain, even though I used the force and I kind of use the force that way because you have you launch the tracks on the force in a linear motion. You kind of is not thinking, you're kind of not like thinking how it will work in an MPC. And so um it's a little bit different, but not much. It's still the same format, except, you know, like I was just saying, you have tracks, and you have freaking you launch the whole, you know, all your tracks in a launch, and then you go to your next launch and you launch whatever tracks you have in that. You take away, add, in the same way I just explained that you know, you're going through track by track and you're taking away and you're adding. It's the same way that you do it in the force, but they did that fucking thing on this 3.0, bro. Like I wasn't like seeing it online and seeing it on the videos was a total different thing than now being able to see it in real time in front of you. It's totally, totally different. And I like it. I like it. I can't say I like it enough. So yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm gonna be in here all day. I'm gonna be in here making beats all day. So thank you for everybody that's watching right now, to everybody that's bruh, look, I haven't stopped smiling the whole time I've been on the freaking live. Like I haven't been. It's like I won the lottery almost. Like it's crazy. Now let me tell you. At first, I started off. It started off a little rocky for me because I had plugged it up. I updated it. The update went smooth. I put it on the computer. Yeah, man, hit them likes, please, please. I hit the computer and I downloaded it, updated it. It went smooth on the computer. It went smooth on the freaking X, and then it restarted the X, and then when it came back on, it said 3.0 beta, right? And I was playing, I was hitting the pads, and I couldn't hear no sound. So I was like, what am I missing in the setup where I can't hear no sound? And so I kept messing around. I still couldn't get any sound. So I plugged up my force into my interface, and then I got sound. But then when I plugged up the X into my interface, I got no sound. So what I did is the I took my plug that is routing to my mixer. I took it out of the interface and plugged it back to the into the back of the X, and then I got sound. So it's all whatever is happening with my input one on my interfaces is acting stupid. So um you're gonna like listen, y'all gonna like this 3.0. Now I heard from a couple content creators that already had it that you're gonna like it. Once they fix once they would have fixed some of the issues that they had in it, the people was gonna like it. So blatantly blatant network, I'm put this on the screen, says will definitely check my inputs. Yeah, I definitely didn't think that this was going to be the announcement. I was thinking another plugin. I I I just had a feeling they were gonna drop. It's time. It was time. I think that they've been working diligently to get it fixed. Whatever the issue it was that they need to be fixed, I think they're working diligently to get it fixed. And once you know, once they figure it out, knowing what the problem is half the battle. So then going in and um you know, reverse programming kind of got them where they needed to be, I'm assuming. So yeah, I want to get on live. I had to be I had to be that one that, you know, jump in front of the gun to get on live and get on the video and post the video, to be one of the first ones out there to post a video before it get hot. Native Instruments is on the clock for sure, for sure. And I know that Khalif was saying earlier that he read on a forum somewhere that they're going to be dropping the software, but they're not. They did not say they were going to be dropping the machine. That they were updating the software. Yeah, and that's the privilege that I have of being full time musician and retired that I'm here in the studio. So when things like that drop, I kind of like see them first, and the group chats get to talking and get to moving, and Facebook get to talking, and then you can you see it in real time that this is happening. So yeah, and I wasn't playing around. And I said that I was going to put it on my MPC one first, and then see how it worked because I had less files on my MPC one. Because you won't be able to go back into the MPC the 2.15 projects and use those. They won't load in 3.0. So I was very hesitant about putting it on the X first because I got a lot of files on the X. But the great thing about an MPC is that you can take that freaking excuse me, still got a cough too. You can take that SD card that you have all your projects on and move it to another machine, plug it in, and it'll work. It'll pull up your project just as if you made it on that machine. So that is the good thing about having multiple MPCs such as I have, is that now, I'm not stuck to having to make beats or edit on the X. All right. So, if y'all got any questions about what I've done so far? I mean, I'm new just like y'all, so I don't know everything about the 3.0, but um whatever questions I can answer, you know, shoot the questions out. And yeah, just want to do a quick video to let y'all know that yeah, I did download it. I have no problems with it as far as downloading it. I downloaded it um, through the computer mode, the update through the computer. So yeah, I ran my blue cable from my MPCX to my computer, and I downloaded the updater to my computer, in which put it in update mode, and then I put my X in update mode, and it updated just like that. Does MP3 make sampling easier or the same? It's the same because the sampler is the same. The you know your pads are all the same. You can still slice the pad and then run it to your kit. So it's still the same. There's no difference in any of that. My man Masada is in the building. What's up, my guy? Salute, salute. Yes, sir. MP3 MPC3 is finally here. I'm excited. Yes, yes. Whatever issues I find, I'll report as much as I can if I see any issues. Right now I hadn't it's fresh, so I'm gonna mess with it all day. I'm gonna make beats all day, and if I find any issues, I'm definitely gonna figure out how to report it and go from there. Shout out Jersey Boy Beats. What's good? What's good? What's good? We got Straight Laced in the building. So he's asking if the track mutes work. I heard in arrangement mode at the top screen the loop box doesn't recognize your fingers to change the loop size. That's not true. That's not true because I just did that. I just did the freaking the loop box to and I've been trying to get my other camera to pick up on this stream, and it won't allow me to pick up, so I won't be able to go to the thing to show you. But I can assure you that the loop box does work. Let me tell you this. This is another thing that I just also you just made me remember something. This is something that I just saw in my MPCX. The 3.0 made my X run smoother. I mean, as far as like like touching the screen and zooming in, zooming out, and touching and moving stuff around. My X has never worked as flawless as it works right now with 3.0. I noticed that right off the bat. And I actually went to the um I actually went to the actual information screen where it shows how much RAM it's using and how much storage you got, and it's barely like it barely like toppled my X. Like it barely it didn't make it a challenge to make beats and run plugins and stuff inside my X. Track mutes, they from what I understand, track mutes will be coming later. It's not here yet. That's what I heard. I don't use track mutes per se in making my beats. It's never one of the things that I go to because I automatically um I manually mute my sounds and take the sounds out manually. So I don't do them with the track mutes. Like when people play their beats live and they bring they bring their each individual track in, I don't do it that way. Masada says that he challenges everyone to make tracks completely in arrangement mode and give feedback to make it better. Jersey Boy Beat says, I believe they're gonna make the Force and MPC one ecosystem. They're definitely gonna have to. I mean, yeah, it's already halfway there, and I swear I saw somewhere on a forum that um someone answered that there was a Force update was coming. Yeah, so he says they're gonna definitely have to update the software. There is an update coming. They can't leave the Force out there without being updated with the new stuff. And if you paid attention to the way the updates come with when they come out with a new update for the MPC, they always follow up with a update to the Force, a little bit later. So I don't think this is gonna be no different. I think that once they get the beta out there and everybody is happy with it, and then they come with the actual alpha, then I think they'll drop the freaking the Force update. So yeah, again, yeah, I like the 3.0. 3.0 rocks really well. There's no glitches right now. My machine is not moving slow. I'm not having issues, clicking on any buttons or whatever. Everything is pretty dope. And yeah, I am waiting on the software. So it says because right now switching to controller mode switches back to 2.0. Wait a minute, what are you talking about? Jersey Boy Beat says because right now switching to controller mode switches back to 2.0. Huh. Okay. So how about this? How about this? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up my MPC. I'm going to pull up MPC right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up MPC right now, and then I'm going to um, pull up MPC, and then I'm going to go into controller mode. And yeah, well that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I'm done. It should switch to the MPC software. They don't have it yet, so it should switch you back to 2.0. That makes sense. Yeah, because you shouldn't be able to use 3.0 and a 2.0 on the computer if you're using controller mode. So that makes sense. I'm like, wait, hold on. Why? I thought you were saying that was a bug that it automatically switches your software on the whatever machine you're using back to 2.0. Unless you're saying that the freaking. Thank you, Masada. Yes, there's yeah, I've been waiting for a 3.0 to drop, not to drop more content, but I've been waiting so that I can add the 3.0 content to my repertoire, and I'm glad to have it. I know Masada, you've been rocking with it and doing your thing with it, so I appreciate that. I'm excited. Let's see. We come before any immigrant says, "What is your favorite R&B chord progression?" I don't have one. Whatever sounds good. Whatever sounds good. That's my favorite chord progression. Whatever hits me in the feels. Yeah. Blatantly blatant network said the software shouldn't take that long if it's on the MPC now. I agree with you. I think that the software ain't gonna take long. I know Masada's here and he probably can't talk about it if he does know if it's gonna take long or not. But if we're doing a educated guess, educated guess means that I don't think that it's gonna that we don't think that it's gonna take long. Yes, it does. It feels like a brand new machine, and my machine feels like I just pulled the wrapper off of it and plugged it up, and it's working so smoothly and flawless. Now I don't know how long it's gonna do that, but for right now, it's rocking. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. You've been showing out, Masada. That last one that I just made a comment on that you did. Woo! That thing is super dope, super nasty. Um, Musician's Paradise has dope chord progressions. Okay, so yeah, I have the So 100 chord progressions, and I forgot what it's called, but I have the So 100 chord progressions that I use, and I also just because I have the key 61, I am trying to learn to play the keys and play the chords. So I like for the chords that I do know how to play, I like to actually play the chords myself. So in the event that I'm not on the key 61 and I don't have keys in front of me, um for for the for the pad programming, I like to use the freaking progressions in that. And I know Masada also has progressions in some of his kits as well. I can't remember if it's in a cycle kit or if it's in a specific one as well. But I do know that I saw that he has progressions too. Salute to Linda's son. Yes, sir. Masada MIDI progressions. See, he already beat us to the point right there. Masada MIDI progressions is on the screen. So if y'all hadn't got progressions to help y'all out to play the freaking keys, um, you have the progressions right there. Um, Linda's son said, "I'll be watching Masada and DiBiase for reference all weekend before football." Yes, sir. Every little bit counts. Jersey Boy Beat says, "Can't sleep on Masada stuff either, but I'm a keyboard player first." Yeah, it's something about the keys I love. It's taken me a long time to get to this point of being able to actually play what I'm hearing and get to this point. So I'm very, very excited for the next 10,000 hours that I got to spend trying to learn the keyboard and actually playing the stuff that, I can hear in my brain without having assistance. But hey, while we got assistance, use the assistance that you got. So, I know I told y'all on the last live that I dropped the album. The new album is called On the Radar. It is an EP, 5 quick songs. I got it on my Bandcamp, beatsbylonza.bandcamp.com. I appreciate it if y'all check that out. So I got to plug that. On the Radar is my third album with my homeboy Beats by Wugga out of Ireland, and we got this collection called the Zay and Wugga Files. So we got Zay and Wugga Files number 1. We got Zay and Wugga Files number 2, which is R&B, and then we got Zay and Wugga Files number 3, which is On the Radar, which is rap, and I got a couple little singing hooks in there as well. But On the Radar is a great EP. It's sounding really good. I enjoyed the work that I did on it. I recorded this EP in one day. I downloaded the beats over the weekend. I bought the beats, downloaded them over the weekend, listened to them, and then I wrote the songs on one day, and then I dropped them on Bandcamp. So if y'all missed my webinar that I just did last week, I did a webinar on how to sell your music online, and I also mentioned how to go through ASCAP and BMI using Bandcamp, DistroKid for Spotify and Apple. So yeah, this is just a one of those things where I was able to jump on Bandcamp and put out my album on the same day I felt like it. So Jersey Boy Beats, there is a he said my challenge is playing the force as an instrument. There's a YouTuber that has a flow chart that shows you how to play the keyboard, how the keyboard is lined up linear on the force. So you probably may just have to put that in the search engine of damn, I wish I knew the guy's name that did it. He actually has the push 3, and he has flow charts to show you how to play the keys on the push 3. Thank you, Linda Sun. Have a blessed weekend. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm only 46, and I want to say at 39 and 40, when I actually grew my beard, I didn't even know I had gray in my beard. Like, I didn't even know I can grow a beard because I'm retired military. So for 20 years in the military, I had a clean face. I didn't have no hair. I just had a bald fade, and I had, a mustache, really. I didn't even know I had gray in my beard. And then when I retired and I grew my beard just went, my shit just went all gray. At first it was just kind of like, if you can see on one side, it's kind of like, kind of patchy gray. And then all of a sudden it just went all gray. So um yes, yes, yes. Yes. Masada asked if I am getting a DSP chip for the S2400. Yes. I already have. I think I got 3. I think I ordered three cards, and 3 cards for the Caladan, and then the DSP chip. I think that I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that later on. I still owe a couple dollars on one machine that I gotta pay off. So in the next couple months, the next 3 months, once I pay that off, I'll have some more play money, and I'll get that DSP chip. Shout out to Jersey Boy 54. Yes, that's a great age, man. A lot of hip hop a lot of people in hip hop ain't making it past the 55s and in the 55 and the 60s. So yeah, I'm trying to set that standard to get to 80. I want to still be hitting pads at 80. Caladan is yes, I bought the Caladan on pre-order, so I'm waiting for the Caladan to come. I hadn't got it yet. Pre-order is still up. Um, I Brad from Isla did a video yesterday. He did a video yesterday saying he got all the cards in, and the Caladans is already, they already have the they got all the parts for the Caladan. They just gotta build it, and that Mickey was programming the Caladan to get it ready to go. So, and he said 2 weeks. 2 weeks the cards will be sent out in 2 weeks. That will go inside of the S2400, and then whatever the cards that are out there for the those come. So yes, I'm talking to Masada in the comments. So if y'all don't understand what we're talking about, we're talking about Island Instruments. They have the S2400 that they built, and they have a separate synth machine called the Caladan that you're able to play synth sounds. So you're gonna be able to get all those old school synths all packaged into one machine that will run collectively to the S2400, and you'll be able to play your synths, and you'll also be able to chop and do everything you need to do on your S2400. Jersey Boy Beat says, which vintage mode you like on the MPC? I don't use a vintage mode on the MPC. I know that's like blasphemy to say, but yeah, I don't use the vintage mode on the MPC. I've tried I've tried the SP1200 mode on it, and I tried the 3000 mode on it, and but because I've never had a SP1200, I don't know what sound difference it made to the MPC sound that I had. So I didn't really like, I just messed with it just to play with it and stuff, but I don't use it. I don't use it like that. So Masada says the MPC 60 is the best mode. So yeah, if y'all want to listen to anybody, y'all should listen to Masada because he would know. I'm probably missing out on something by not using the vintage modes to get, different sounds on the MPC. I'm kind of stuck in my ways. I kind of stick with what works for me, and what sound I'm getting out of it. Once I get it perfected to what I like, I kind of stay in my rut. So changing it up and adding different things here and there, which will, in the experimenting mode, takes me down a rabbit hole to where, I may not get stuff accomplished once I go down a rabbit hole. So I try to stay focused and stay to the task at hand. But now that I'm working on, content, and I'm working on the MPC software to create content about the MPC software, because I want to really dive into working in the software, because I haven't used the software as I should have used it, because I've always been in having the controller as what it is by itself and standalone. So let me put that on the screen. Y'all don't have Masada cycle kits. Y'all should get the cycle kits, bro. They are fire. I have some cycle kits that I use too, and I do actually need to go back through his collection and get some more. It's so many to choose from too. There's so many kits out there for on Masada's page to choose from. So you'll have a whole bunch to pick from. But so yeah, I'm not gonna make this freaking Masada says I hate getting old and not as fast as I used to be. I get what you're saying. Um, yeah, we just have to, work with what we got. We have to work with what we got. Figure out how to get past that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off live, and thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for being here and supporting. And if you haven't done so, like, comment, subscribe on the page, all that blah, blah, blah. Hit the likes on this freaking live so that YouTube will know that y'all are paying attention and people like what we're doing. And y'all have a great weekend. I'm about to get on this 3.0 and make some fire. So I'll check y'all out later. Peace.